Thank you so much for stopping by. I am Tia the Southern Rose. Today I am not doing my intro as normal. I'm going to leap right into the video because there are a bunch of things I have to do and I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss any more videos. I missed this past Friday and my life has been very crazy, very busy. I got some news that did not make me happy, but I sat with it and things are okay now. Health-wise, everyone's fine. So I kind of kept that bad news in perspective a little bit. But in any case, today I want to talk about gardens. Okay, so I have planted a few things previously and I can usually get them to sprout, but they never come into full bloom, especially like flowers. I have successfully grown basil, which it grew like a weed where I used to live. It was a beautiful big basil bush. It was fantastic. I loved it. And unfortunately, it was uprooted when our normal lawn maintenance guy came and he thought he was helping, but he actually destroyed my plant. So this year, he's not touching my yard, and I have a whole bunch of seeds that I'm looking forward to trying. So I'll show you some of them, tell you where I got some of them, and yeah, I'll tell you about how I'm planting my garden. So first things first, I love herbs in my cooking. I love fresh herbs. And so I decided this year I really need to put some time into growing fresh herbs. So I started off with the Dollar Tree. They usually have 4 packs of seeds for $1, so 25 cents a piece. So I got 2 packs of cilantro. I got 2 packs of thyme. I got 2 packs of pepper seeds, 2 packs of Swiss chard, and 2 packs of kale. So I like these because of course they're inexpensive, and if they bloom or grow as I hope they will, then that would be a very minimal investment with a maximum return. So I'm really looking forward to trying these. The next set of seeds I got were these lemon balm seeds. I actually got this lemon balm last year, but I didn't have time to plant it. So what I'm going to do is see if they will work this year. It's by So Right Seeds. I can't remember how much it is, but I'll try to find the link and put it in the description box. But we're going to try these this year, see if they sprout, and hopefully they will. And if so, then we're all set. I love lemon balm. It's one of my favorite herbs for tea. Of the herbs I just showed you from the Dollar Tree, none of those are tea herbs, but this is one that I love in teas because it gives a really citrusy flavor without having to grow a citrus plant. So I love lemon balm. The next set of seeds I got are more herbs, and this is from Rebel Gardens. This has 7 different types of basil, which is hands down my favorite herb. So again, can't remember the price. I'll put it in the description box or link it or something. But this pack has cinnamon basil, purple dark basil, Genovese basil, lime basil, red Reuben basil, spicy glow basil, and Thai basil. So I am super excited to see how all of these grow. These are organic basils, and I will check. I know that when I grew basil a few years ago, I just sowed it right into the ground. I didn't start them inside. The lemon balm, I do need to start inside, and these may have some requirements for starting them indoors, but we'll see about that. The next thing is, funny enough, St. John's wort. Now, I say funny enough because St. John's wort is pretty much a weed, so it's kind of odd to buy it, but I wanted to make sure that I was growing actual St. John's wort herb, instead of just going into the forest a few feet away from my backyard and picking something and it be the wrong thing. So this, I will just treat it like a weed. I will look at the growing information for it, but I'll probably just sow it into the ground outside and see how it goes. But I do want it to sprout because I love St. John's wort. It's wonderful in teas because it's really good for nerve dysfunction, which applies to me as someone who has fibromyalgia, but it also works really well if you have mood disorders like depression. So I love St. John's wort, and I will be growing it this year. The next one is another pack of herbs, and I've ripped the top, but I haven't planted any of them yet. It has 14 different herbs, and it has, first and foremost, Italian basil. And I know you're thinking, girl, how much basil do you have? The pack with 7 doesn't have Italian basil. It has a bunch of other varieties. So we have basil, Italian, catnip, more cilantro, chives, dill, lavender, marjoram, mountain mint, which I'm really excited about, oregano, Italian parsley, rosemary, sage, tarragon, and more thyme. But this is specifically an English thyme that's in here. So these are all heirloom style seeds or heirloom seeds. So these are really, really nice. If I get these to grow, that's going to be fantastic. Catnip is really good as a tea. Lavender is wonderful in tea. Lavender you have to be a little more careful with. I've bought French lavender and it died on me, so I have to kind of read up on it some more. Mint is basically a weed, so you can throw that out in the yard pretty much like St. John's wort, and it should root just fine. But I'll still look up the requirements for it. And some of these I may have to start inside. I'm not too eager to grow tarragon or marjoram, but since they're in here, I'll see how easy they are to grow. I don't particularly like seasoning my food with those, but the rest of these I definitely use, so I'm looking forward to those. The next set of seeds I have, these are seeds from last year too, and I actually spilt a little bit of dirty water on it last year when I was planting. These are microgreens. These grew last year just fine, but I kept forgetting to water them. So even though they tried to grow, I had to kind of throw it all out at some point because they dried up because I kept forgetting to water them. This year, I'll have a timer to remind me daily to water my seeds. So hopefully these will sprout this year. If not, that's fine. It's an old pack. I got it from the Dollar Tree. I believe this was $1 as well. The next thing I got are roses, and I don't have, no, I'm sorry, these are my strawberries. I got 2 different strawberries, plain packs. Sorry, no pictures for you. One is a white strawberry, which is very popular in Japan, and this other one is just your regular red strawberry. I am definitely going to look these up to see the schedule for starting them, whether I need to start them indoors or not. I believe I do. I'm really excited to do this. And let's see, the next seed, more Italian basil, but these are old from last year that I didn't get around to planting. So these, I'm not super invested in them sprouting. I'll sprinkle these seeds along with those new seeds that I got in the heirloom pack and see if it all blooms. Or actually, you know what, I might try putting these in a separate little container and just keep my fingers crossed. If it sprouts, then I will put them to the side of the other ones because those are heirloom seeds and these are not. So that's that about the basil. Let's see. This one is, oh, loose leaf lettuce. I grew this the same year. Whoops, can you see it? Can you see it? There we go. Loose leaf blend. Loose leaf lettuce. Say that 3 times fast, right? Loose leaf lettuce is wonderful. I grew it the same year that I grew basil, and it grew beautifully and it was delicious. You know, I literally just clipped it every couple days and made a fresh salad with it. It was wonderful. These are burpee seeds, by the way. Some of these other ones, I didn't tell you the names. Sorry about that. This is by Herby Life. This one is by Seeds Needs. And I told you about Rebel Gardens. And the other ones, So Right Seed. And these ones in the plain white pack, I don't remember the name, so that'll definitely be in the description because it's not listed on the package. But anyway, back to burpee seeds. Loose leaf lettuce is wonderful, super easy to grow. If you don't have a growing hand, you can grow loose leaf lettuce. It's fine. Very easy to grow. Love it. And let's see, here we go. These are my roses. So I bought these 2. Now, the tricky thing about the roses is I don't know one, I don't know how successful it'll be. Most of the time, the best way to grow a rose is from clippings, and from seeds, you have to start them indoors, keep them cool, like in a refrigerator for 10 to 12 weeks, and then put them outside. And I don't know if I'm going to miss my deadline for these, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to plant a few of them this year, and hopefully they will sprout. And if they do, then I will put them in the section of my yard that already has a rose bush, and that should be really, really good because that area already grows roses with no problem. I'm really eager to try it because one of these, this is black rose seeds, and these are bonsai roses, but I'm really excited about that. So I think that is all. Let's see. Oh, here we go. These are mint seeds, more mint seeds that I got last year and never got around to planting. I will try them this year. The mint, I know I said you can just throw them in the yard and they'll sprout or whatever, but what I think I'm going to do is put them in a pot and just let them grow there because mint can take over if you're not careful. So these are my mint seeds. I'll be kind of excluding them, isolating, that's a good word. I'll be isolating my mint from my other plants because mint takes over and can choke out other plants. So I'll do that one along with the mountain mint in a separate pot to see which one takes. So the next thing, and probably the last thing for this video, is my guide I'm going to be using to plan my garden. This is a book written by Matt Jackson titled Lunar and Biodynamic Gardening. Lunar gardening is just like it sounds, planning your garden by the moon phases. And the biodynamic part is a more natural approach to gardening. It's kind of letting your garden not get overgrown or wild, but really leveraging healthy soil as natural as possible methods to growing your plants. So it's pretty detailed. I actually got this from the Dollar Tree and I was shocked because it's a really good book, very thorough, lots of photos, great explanations. It tells you how to properly prepare your soil for your gardening, and I didn't have time to get all of the things listed, and some of this, like cow dung, I won't be handling that. I won't be doing that in my garden, but it's really, really good for the sake of knowing how to nourish the soil so that you can get the best plants every year, every single season, actually. So I'm really looking forward to using the lunar approaches, particularly for my garden. And what I can do biodynamically, I'll include as time goes on. This is pretty much a first-year experiment, so I'm really excited to see how everything turns out and to enjoy my brand new garden that I have grown from my very own hands at my still kind of new to me home, because this year just marks 2 years here. So yeah, that's about the sum of it. So that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you're into gardening, let me know. I'd love to learn more. I'm always curious about how this works because there are so many things. As you see, I've got a lot of seeds, so there's so many things to learn, but I'm really eager to dive in and to grow some things this year and then share with you how all of my plants are doing in the weeks to come. So that's it for today. I hope you have a great day or weekend wherever you are, and take care. Bye-bye.